When we think about our history, we think about the sheer brutality of slavery. The whips, the chains, the auctions, the families torn apart. And yet in today's attempts to whitewash history, they want us to believe our ancestors were just singing and dancing and happy to be in bondage. But let me set the record straight. Our people have never been content in chains. In the face of unimaginable cruelty, many of our ancestors chose resistance. They escaped the plantations and they risked everything, knowing that captured could mean tortured or death. But freedom was worth the risk. They fled in the swamps, the forests, the mountains, and they built their own societies. These freedom fighters were known as Maroons. In places like the Great Dismal Swamp, hidden Black communities thrived for 400 years. In the mountains of Jamaica and the jungles of Suriname, Maroons created strongholds so powerful that the colonial armies could never fully defeat them. They grew their own food, they raised their own families, they preserved African traditions, and they built nations in defiance of slavery itself. Some even forced colonized governments to recognize their autonomy through treaties. Now imagine that. In a world they tried to strip them of humanity, they demanded and secured freedom on their own terms. The Maroons remind us that our people were not passive victims. They were strategists, they were warriors, and they were visionaries. They carved out spaces of liberation in the middle of the harshest oppression, showing us that freedom and self-determination are in our DNA. Now, if our ancestors could build thriving nations in swamps and mountains while escaping the sheer brutality of slavery, then we, with access and resources and opportunities, we can build legacies of wealth, power, and freedom through collective economics that honor their sacrifice. Now drop a Black fist in the comments and share this with someone who needs to hear this Black History gem.